Hello and welcome back to the channel. So we're still on the path to CSEC 2024. I was out for a while because I was having some technical issues with my system. Finally got it updated. So let's get started. You can expect videos, a lot of videos going forward, as I'll be breaking down several different topics, starting from, let's say, basic concepts all to the more advanced concepts. Today we're doing some Pythagoras Theorem. I'm going over it in a sense wherein I'm treating it as though you don't know this. So anybody at any level can actually pick this up and actually run with it. So let's now make some simple understandings for this here. So this side here, which is the longest side of this triangle, this is the hypotenuse. So for the Pythagoras theorem, we're actually making use of a very simple idea. Generally from textbooks, if you've ever done this topic, you would see that it's c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Now this will not be the only video I'll be doing. I'll be doing other videos, and this is just an idea. That's something that a lot of students need to recognize, that formulas are just ideas that can be applied in different situations. So of course, put it out there one time. Yes, the letters can be changed. So let's work with that as our concept now. So let's label this so that we can actually have it look just like this formula. So what I'd advise you is this section here, where you would have your indication to be 90 degrees. We're going to label this as C. Okay, so we're going to just put here as A and here as B. Notice I'm using capital letters. As you see more topics coming out from these triangles, you would see the importance of that. Now, I'm going to just use this here as an indicator. I'm using black for this side, and I will use blue for the other side. So for A, the side that's opposite, we're going to give it a common letter. Common letter for A, as you see there. And then for this blue side, the side that's opposite is across here. So what I'll do is I'll call this here B. So B is equal to the number that's there. And now finally, what we'll do is we'll label this here as small c. So applying this information here now, what we'll have, let me just draw a little separator here, is c squared is equal to the value that we have for A. Now in this case, our A is 9 cm. We're putting it in a bracket and we're going to put it to be squared. We put our addition sign, and our B, if you look across here, you would see that B is 4 cm. So here, 4 cm. And of course, that is being squared. So c squared is equal to something. So here I'll trust my nifty calculator. I tried to find one that was close to what you students will be using for a CXC. I'm going to see if I can actually have the Sharp or the Casio so it's easier for you to actually follow along. So let's now continue with our problem. So we're at 9 cm and it's going to be squared. So I'm going to enter 9 and I'm going to look for x squared on the calculator and I'm going to tap that. And here I have 81. Now if this doesn't happen for you, it means that you need to actually press the equal or enter button on your calculator. So 9 cm squared is 81 cm. Let me just make this a little bit smaller so I can actually write a little bit better. So this is going to be 81 cm squared plus, now we have 4 cm squared. So we're going to do 4 and we're going to tap x squared. And notice this is all you need to actually do. So this is why practice is very important. And you should practice using your calculator as you prepare for CXC. So here we have c squared is equal to, so here we have 81 plus 16. And this is going to give us 97. So this is 97 cm squared. Now, many persons sometimes make the mistake of realizing that here your answer is in c squared, but you're solving for c. So for this step here now, you would have to square root both sides. Therefore, c is equal to, and now in my case, I'll tap the square root of 97, and that's going to equal to 9.84, and you see all that there. Let's keep it to be one decimal place. So the answer here is going to be 9.8 cm. So it's just 3 questions for this video. So let's now go straight into the next one. As before, where we see our indicator for the right angle triangle, we're going to put that as C. And we're just going to label A and B as capital letters. So for this side here, we go across. This is where small a is. And then, let's say we put an angle here, and we go across. Now these are just basic ideas that you need to make use of in order for you to get better at this. So that's where our B is, across. And then finally for C, we just come straight to the hypotenuse. So label this here to be C. So making use of our formula, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So C squared is equal to, our A in this case is 11 cm, we're going to put it in a bracket, squared plus our 7, which is for B, cm squared. Therefore, C squared is equal to 11, let me tap my square, so that's 121 cm squared, plus we're going to have 7 squared, which is 49 cm squared. So continuing, C squared will be equal to 121 plus 49, which will give me 170 cm squared. We now root both sides. You'll notice I'll actually be changing my voice sometimes when I actually do this. So as I'm back, I'm just trying out this new voice that I'm actually working with. So we're going to square root 170, and here we have 13.0. Remember, using one decimal place, so we're just going to put it as 13 cm. All right, so when I say I'm going to change my voice sometimes, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So let's go a little bit more excited now, because you should be excited. We have just done 2 questions, and now it's on to you to actually become more comfortable. So let's begin. Let's look at this question here. The triangle is actually now a little bit shifted, but you should not be afraid. Notice here we have our indicator for it to be a right angle triangle. I probably should let you guys know the name for this, so I'll probably link it in the video. You'll probably see it before, probably at this particular point. So here we're just going to label it C. This is A. This is B. Doesn't seem as I'm coming out of this accent right now. Yeah, and this is one way I always encourage my students to have a little bit of fun with maths. Like, I'm talking to myself and I'm able to, internalize what's happening. Yeah, people may think you're crazy, but remember, we're preparing for a CXC math, so we're going to have to do some crazy things to actually understand these concepts within the next year. So we're more comfortable going into that exam. So here we continue. This is angle A, come across. So this is where A is. Moving forward, this is where angle B is. So we're coming across here. And this is where B is going to be. Good. So again, just recognize this is a very simple way to go about this. Our longest side, let's just label that C. So I hope you're following along and you're going to make use of these concepts. I'm going to try and include a link where you can download a worksheet that you can just go through some of these questions. It's going to vary based on how I actually get to work with it. So to just show you what I mean by that, so this is Adobe Illustrator. It's an advanced software, but it gets the job done. Well, I probably can show you something simpler at another time. But yeah, I'll be able to use it to create these diagrams for you so you can actually get some practice done. And I'll also include the solutions to those questions as well. I'm also going to work to ensure that for each worksheet that I create, there are videos there to assist you, so you can actually, if you have something incorrect, you can just come to the video and see exactly what you needed to do to get the correct answer. So let's now finish off this question. No Mortal Kombat. All right. So as we stated earlier, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So you can probably be saying this as I actually write this down. Our a is 7 meters, putting it in the bracket, plus our b, which is 3 meters, which we're also going to put in the bracket. So c squared is equal to, again, we're going to make use of our calculator, get comfortable with it, CXC preparation, make use of your calculators. So 7 squared, which is 49, which is meters squared, plus 3. Yeah, I'm even going to do it for this as well. 3 squared is actually 9 meters squared. So c squared is equal to, so I'm taking this simple. As we get closer, you're going to see some other tricks that you can actually make use of. So 49 plus 9 is 58 meters squared. We now square root both sides, leaving us with c. So the root of 50, wait, what am I doing? This isn't that right? Yeah, sometimes talking isn't the best way to do this. 49 plus, so AC, I know the answer, let's just do that back in. 49 plus 9 is equal to 58. So sorry about that mistake. So we're gonna go root 58, and we have 7.61, maintaining our 1 decimal place. We have 7.6 meters. And that'll be the end of this video. This is my comeback video. Look for more content going forward. This is basically like grade 9, but it's going to help you understanding what we're aiming to work with, which is the angles of elevation and depression, which will be later on, and some trigonometry problems. So expect more videos like this. In this case, we just solved for the hypotenuse using the standard formula. In other videos, I'm going to start to switch it up and use different letters so you can actually understand that, you know, it's just a letter. The idea is what you need to work with. And we're going to then start working for solving for sides that are not the hypotenuse. So I hope this video has found you well, and do enjoy the rest of your day.